All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tattoos and Telehealth. I'm Kelly White. This is my good friend and colleague, Nicole Baldwin, and we have a special guest today that she is going to introduce in just a moment. But before we get started, our wonderful attorneys make us say that this video does not constitute a patient-provider relationship and that this does not need to be considered medical advice. We're just a couple of gals chatting it up. We oftentimes have some medical information, but today we have a fantastic guest with us in-house. And so, Nicole, please take it away. Tell us who we're visiting with.
So today we have David Mundell, Dave Mundell, with us, and I'll let him talk about what he does and let him give you some insight on all of his experience and his current championship and all the good things. But Hamilton Health and Wellness is sponsoring Dave, and we are so excited to be doing so. We are very big on wellness and also just, general health. And so getting into sponsorship with this type of field with Dave has really been a blessing for us because we want to get our word out that, wellness is everything. We offer different types of different types of peptides. We offer acute care, and being with Dave, we're able to help him to reach his goals. He's already met a ton of goals, but just having the overall wellness picture, we are excited to partner with Dave. He's super humble. He's local to my home, and we are excited to just continue to grow this relationship and support him on his journey as he continues his way up. So Dave, tell us who you are and tell everybody who you are and what you do and your current status, all the things.
I'm Dave Redneck Mundell. I'm BKFC's pound for pound best in the world. I'm the middleweight champ, and I've been fighting for them, I think, going on 6 years now, and just grinding all the way to the top. And I'm super excited to partner up with you guys because along the way, like all the injuries and stuff I experienced, and just being able to figure out my body and know what I need, all the nutritional and supplements and everything to get me to the tip top shape. So I'm super excited to be working with you guys, and sky's the limit.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll have a couple questions for you. Tell me when you decided, like, this is what I want to do. This is the path I want to go.
It stemmed all the way from my high school wrestling. I came in as a senior. I wrestled 1 year, wanted to continue, went everywhere, finally found Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I picked that up. That led to doing MMA. MMA brought me the opportunity to fight for BKFC and all the way to the top.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Go
And
ahead,
do you feel like bare knuckle fighting was like it for you? Like you went through all those things like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you did wrestling. Like when you landed here, was that just like the aha moment? This is it for me?
I am just a huge fan of the sport, not just boxing, but I also like jiu-jitsu and all that stuff. So like when I came here, it wasn't, I don't know how to put that. I didn't know it was going to be my last stop, but just how far I've made it inside of it, and I know it's my home, but I still love to do all the martial arts. I still do jiu-jitsu. I still do Muay Thai and kickboxing and stuff like that. But BKFC is definitely my home as far as where I compete at.
I love
Makes
that.
you very well-rounded, yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
So when we connected last week, I know something that we had talked about when we were together was your overall wellness. Currently, you are very, very big on eating clean, very, very big on, not doing things that are going to harm your body. And so tell us a little bit more about your habits as far as your overall wellness to make sure that you stay in the shape that you can to take things to the next level.
I just like having a really good routine, and I stay very disciplined. Food and nutrition is very important. Also, how much sleep you get in the recovery time of everything you do. So, just being able to sit down and have a whole plan of what you're going to do, what you need to intake with your food and stuff like that, and being able to allow the time for all the recovery and even like massages and stuff like that too. But you distracted me. I'm sorry. over here shadow boxing the background. And I'm sorry about that.
I gotta know, do you meal prep? I need to know.
Absolutely. And that
Yes.
also the biggest thing too, like when you go to these practices and stuff like that, and you get done, and then if you don't have the nutrition you need right away, like you're losing out on time that you could be using to build, so to speak. So having the food prepped out earlier in the week and allows me to just grab my meal, take it with me to these practices or anywhere you go, any normal day routine. You know, if you got to go pick your kids up from school, I'm able to bring it with me, and I can just schedule everything out that way.
I love that. Do
That's
you
awesome.
feel like I feel like meal prepping is a conversation I have with patients all the time. Like Nicole and I, we're constantly on harping on people about nutrition and kind of how to eat clean and stay that way, especially like you said, when we're on the go and as wives and moms and everything, we're constantly going. But
Right.
do you feel like taking the time to meal prep and really be sure that you're getting that balance in there was a game changer, or was that something that you feel like is worth doing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge game changer. If you're not food prepping and you're losing valuable time that you could be training and stuff like that, or you're missing the meals that could, the fatigue you would get from not fueling your body correctly, so it's a huge part. And when I'm in camp, I 100% food prep. That's one of those things where I talk about discipline. Like I don't feel like cooking right now, so I'll wait till later, or I'll just go out here real quick, grab this bite to eat, and then I'll do it later. Like I cut all that out, and when I say I'm going to do something and it's time to do it, we knock it out.
And you mentioned rest earlier. I do love me a good nap. Do you nap?
I do nap when it's necessary. Like if I know life can throw curveballs at us all the time. There might be times where we have to get up earlier than normal. Then I have to make sure that I go knock out whatever I got to do. But then afterwards, I need to catch up on some sleep and rest. And I think it's super important because, I mean, it helps us heal. It's where we get better with things. And if we miss out on that mental fatigue, physical fatigue, like it can wreak havoc in the gym when we're training. It can cause injuries and everything else. So it's super important to recover, super important to sleep, and I definitely enjoy taking some naps.
That's awesome. So tell us about the next fight that you're going to. I know it's in July, and I know that you are attending that event. So tell us a little bit about where you see your next fight.
So July 12th, we have a BKFC event at the Hard Rock down in Miami. It's going to be super exciting to go out there. It's one of my favorite venues to go to, being that it's in the casino. We got all the food and everything right there. Go in, watch the show, have a grand time, and then I usually stay right there and get to go right up to my room and go to bed right after. Now, as far as my next fight, I'm shooting for Italy, October 4th. I have nothing confirmed right now, but I've been in the matchmaker's ear, trying to tell them like I want on that card. So I'm just waiting for them to find me an opponent, somebody that makes sense, and then I'm gonna go take a trip.
That's awesome. So how can our patients watch you at the next fight? I know they're on YouTube. I know they can just Google you, David Mundell, champion, and I know it's going to come up, but like, is there a good place to watch you? I know on that there's an app, there's a BKFC app, and it's on there too, but where can they find you?
So as far as me, like maybe like social media stuff, they can
Yeah,
just plug
sure.
in Redneck Mundell, and then they can follow me there, and that's where you get the majority of the information you'll need. But as far as watching these events, if you can't attend them live, there's BKFC. Um, I think it's just an app, and it's just BKFC. And then I also believe they play on Fubu, and there's another TV channel, DAZN. It's also another app you can download because I know you need a subscription to both that and the BKFC app in order to watch. But I don't think it's that much money, and there's so many fights. I think they have like almost two to three of them a month. Like they've really taken off with this organization. And they're all over the world now. Like I said, they're going to be hopefully taking me to Italy soon. They've already been there. We fought in Spain, and they're growing so fast. So being able to watch these guys as they come up is going to be it's going to be awesome.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing. What has been your favorite venue so far?
To fight in or to go watch?
Oh, to
Uh,
fight in. Or let's
you know
say
what?
fight.
I should say that because I'll say it's a little bit of both. Uh, I don't know. It's so tough because when I went to Spain, like that place treated me like royalty, you know. But I didn't get to attend the fight. Like I was in it, so it's different. But as far as going to watch, I really really enjoy watching them down there in Miami. I don't really like much else in Miami, but the fights when they have them down there, the Hard Rock, the way the venue is and everything, and the amount of time they put into the show, it's always so much fun.
That's awesome. And just being the champion, you'll be there in the front row, like you'll be cheering them on or
Yeah,
whatever the case may be. That's
absolutely. You
awesome.
know, they call it the champ row. Like I tell them, hey, I'm on my way, and they're like, here you go, here's some tickets. You'll be sitting in champ row.
I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we definitely are excited to be teaming up together. If you guys want to find us, you can find us at www.hamiltontelehealth.com and just click on get started. And that's all for today. Thanks for joining us, Dave. We will definitely do this again. And if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments, like and subscribe, find Dave, like and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing some more champions.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Have a good one.